Must have taken my vitamins this morning to throw this truck around. Yeah, look at this truck. Looks pretty nice, huh? Hey, what's going on everybody? Pat here, and welcome to Montana. I hope everybody's having a fine day. To be honest, I could be having a better one. I got home here to my parents' place late last night, and me and my old man got into a big argument about why I'm here and why I should have never left in the first place. So you see, I left about 6 years ago to go off to college. Wanted to be an electronics engineer, and that didn't turn out so well. Finally, my parents got fed up with it and decided that they could no longer support me being in school. So I had no other choice but to come home, and here I am. So I got home last night. We had a big argument. This morning I woke up. He's already out working one of the fields. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. My mom asked me to go take the truck and pick up a new baler that's up at the store that they just bought. So I'll probably do that while Pops is over in the field. As you can see, looking in the top right hand corner, I have $35,000 to my name right now. So anything that I buy that's for me will come out of that money, and anything that's bought for the farm will get replenished sometime during the day. We can do that a lot easier on PC than on console. So we're going to do that. Don't know exactly what the goal is here. Going to make a bunch of money, help out around the farm, and just kind of try and survive and make amends with the old man. See if I can get back on his good side. So for now, I'm going to jump in the truck and I'm going to head up to the store and pick up a new baler that they ordered and just arrived yesterday. He didn't get a chance to go pick it up, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that for him, and we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, so as I was saying, I've been off at school for the last few years, so this whole farming stuff is kind of worn off on me, or kind of gotten old, I guess. I kind of forgotten a lot of stuff. Dad's gotten some new equipment. Still got a bunch of old stuff too that I learned to farm on. So I'm sure this is going to be a learning experience for me. It's definitely going to be an interesting time here. Being back at home, so hopefully things go well, and hopefully mine and his relationship can kind of grow and become a little bit better than where we were at, just a few weeks ago. But for now, we'll head up here, we'll grab this baler. And so one other thing, any hired workers help that we get, I'll replenish that money at the end of the day too, or sometime during the day. The only money that's going to come out of mine for now is stuff that I buy for myself, like I said. So we'll hook up to the baler here. We're going to take this back home and see what else I can help with around the farm. Actually, before we go, let's take a look at this thing. This is pretty sweet. This is a brand new Coon baler that my old man picked up. Square bales. Yeah, this thing's gonna work out nicely. That's pretty. Not exactly sure where he's gonna want this, but we'll figure it out when we get home. We'll just put it away somewhere. Man, I don't remember this much traffic ever being here when I was growing up. This place must have found some new industry or something, because this is getting crazy. I cannot believe all See, when I was growing up, none of these cars were here. I don't understand what's going on now. We'd have been lucky to see one or two a day. Now I can't even get around this guy because, one, they're going, 15 miles an hour, and two, there's way too many. All right, here we go. There's a break. Wow, so much traffic here. Now, before I left, Mom did say that Dad had just picked up a new field that he had just bought from one of the neighbors. It had a bunch of crops on it that needed to get plowed under, so maybe we'll go out there and see what he's got going on out there. And maybe we'll go on a little tour of the area real quick while he's out working the field. I don't really want to bother him. Let's see if he's got room in this shed over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll put her right in here. It'll fit nicely. It's a nice truck Dad's got there, huh? Alright, now Mom said that new field was just down here. Maybe we'll drive down here real quick and see what he's up to. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, look at that crop. Can't believe that. Can't believe they let that go and just go to waste like that. All right, well, there's my old man. He's plowing along there. You know what? We're just gonna let him go. I don't really want to talk to him right now anyway, and I'm sure he doesn't want to talk to me, so let's go take a look around to the farm real quick and show you kind of what we've got going on here, and maybe give you a little bit of history of what we got going on. Looks like Dad's got to do something with this area. I wonder what he's doing. He usually doesn't leave stuff just plowed like that. Be interesting to see what he's got planned for that little field there. Actually, while we're here, believe it or not, this little piece of property right here to my left, this area over here that's plowed, all this to the left here, the farmhouse, that was all that was here when my great-grandfather started this place. He built this house, he built this little garage here, and he had that one little field. And that was all that was here. Since then they had, let's see, what did they start with? They started with this shed here that they had built just to kind of store some of the equipment in. They had this old barn built. They had livestock in here at one point. Not a whole lot. They've stopped doing livestock here on this farm, and they turned it into a workshop. So we got a nice little workshop in here for, surfacing tractors or whatever they got to do. It's kind of a nice little place. And then my grandfather had this put in. This was a barn that he had put in just to store hay, so they can put some straw and hay and stuff in here. And then most recent addition is these silos. We did have some smaller silos, but Dad since upgraded a little bit. A few years ago had these put in. This is a pretty nice little system going on right here. You got grain dryer and a bunch of storage and stuff. So that was just put in, and then a few years before that silo, he had this shed put in over here. You can see it's not quite big enough to store the header. So stores it someplace else in the winter, right? Because we obviously can't leave these doors open during the winter. Get a lot of snow up here. But yeah, that's basically what our farm looks like. We got some seed stuff back here, seed and fertilizer, lime. That's basically the farm. The reason that we upgraded to these huge silos is we just had a new horse stable, equestrian training ground moved in not too far from here, and my old man kind of wants to be their sole supplier of grains, oats and straw and whatnot. So he got those grain bins there to kind of help store some stuff while he's negotiating a deal with them. Let's go in and see what Mom has for us to do. Maybe there's something around the house that we can do. Well, I didn't help the old man at all this morning. He did come home from lunch and asked me to help run a grain cart for him. One of our fields is ready to be harvested now, and the neighbor just dropped off our Kinsey grain cart that Dad had him working on. He had to fix some issues with the auger, so they just dropped that off. The old man's already out in the field, started to combine the field, so we're going to jump in one of these tractors and we're going to go run grain cart for him. And we'll see how much of this field we can get before it gets too late. We should be able to get most of it done, I think, if not all. I am going to jump in this bad boy right here. Try to throw it. It's our 7810, sorry. This is about the only tractor that I know how to drive that's going to be enough to haul this grain cart. Actually, before we run out to the field, let's take a look at what else we have here. Let's run over here real quick. You see that old John Deere over there in the corner? That's the one that I learned to drive tractor on. We got a Ford and another John Deere. The old man's pretty much a John Deere guy. That old Ford was his dad's. I want to say it was the last tractor that his dad bought, but I'm not exactly sure. But like I said, I learned to drive a tractor on that old green John Deere, and eventually got big enough where I could drive the blue Ford. But then I ended up leaving, going to college. This John Deere is the only one that we currently have that I know how to drive. I'm sure at some point I'll get some lessons for what has changed between the technology in this one and that other John Deere that the old man was in when he was plowing the field. You can kind of see him off in the distance there. He is combining this field. I believe he's got canola in this one, which means there's not going to be any kind of straw swath for us to bale. We won't be able to test out that new baler today. He did say that over there in the field that he just bought, he's probably going to put, I think he's going to put soybeans in that. But right now the priority is getting this one knocked down, getting this field knocked down, and put away in the silo for now. So we will haul this grain cart for him, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, well, we unloaded him the first time. Let me drive over here real quick. I want to show you something. You notice that our grain cart will not... Ooh, almost hit the barn. Our grain cart will not fit in the silo system to unload. So what I'm going to have to do is take this grain cart. We're going to have to pull out the truck pull it out of the shed and empty the grain cart into the truck, which will then empty it into the silos when we get a chance. So while he's down there getting turned around and stuff, I'm going to pull the truck out just to get it set up to be ready to go. Now this truck is pretty cool. Check this thing out. This is old. Yeah, look at this truck. Looks pretty nice, huh? The old man's kind of fixed it up since the last time I saw it. I'm surprised he still has it, really. Man, this is beautiful machine right here. Alright, we'll pull the semi out and get it opened up. Just to get it ready to unload our grain cart so that we can get that unloaded when we need to. That should work for now. Okay, well, since we're actually making really good time on combining this field, the old man radioed over and asked me to go check out the field across the street to see what kind of status that one's in, see whether or not we can put that one in the silo tonight too. So I'm going to drive over there and check out the field. He's got oats in it right now. It's a pretty small field, so I think we should be able to get it in, but I'm going to drive over there real quick while he's making another pass up and down the field here just to check and make sure. So far, that's the only communication that we've had since we started combining this field. Other than him asking for grain cart to come over and unload it, him asking me to come over here and check this field is the only thing that he's said to me. So I think we got a long ways to go in our relationship, but hopefully we'll get it figured out. Let's see, this one looks pretty good. Let me jump out and take a look real quick. Well, he didn't get it fertilized all the way. You can kind of tell by looking at some of this that it could have used some more fertilization. But nothing we can do about it now. It's already too big. It is ready to harvest, so we'll get back over there. We'll let him know on the radio that this field is ready to get put in too. And we'll probably get to that after we're done with this big field. So, oh, or back to hauling a grain cart. Well, that almost fills our truck. I hope we can get the rest of this field in there before it is full. I think we should be able to. I really don't want to have to get out of this again and unload the truck, bring the truck back, get back in the tractor with the grain cart, keep unloading the combine, fill the truck back up, unload the truck in the silo. Just seems like a lot of jumping around. But I don't think we're going to have to. I think I should be able to fit everything into the truck before we go empty that. I think we may need to look into getting a whole new system here. This seems like a lot of extra work just to get some grain into a silo, especially when the fields aren't very far away from home. So I don't know, but that's the way it is right now. Okay, and that's gonna just about do it for this field. We'll empty this grain cart. Dad's gonna move the combine over across the street, and we will empty the truck. He's gonna need our help though. That header won't fit through the fence, so way off. Look at that. So we're gonna have to jump over there and help him put the header on the header trailer until he gets it moved over there. And he doesn't like pulling the header with the combine if he can help it, so we'll take it over there with the tractor. We'll come back, empty the truck, and probably by the time we get that done and get hooked back up to the grain cart, we'll probably be pretty close to being done with this field, honestly. Yeah, this truck was really full. Pretty close. Well, apparently it's been way too long since I've driven a truck. That was ugly. It's such a small field, I'm not even going to move the truck over there. I'm just going to leave it here. We can bring the grain cart back over here if we need to. Or when we need to, I should say. Alright, we'll jump back in here. We'll go unload the combine. And we should be just about done for the night. It's almost 4 o'clock. I don't know what else he's going to want to do tonight. Or if anything. We'll see. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. We'll wait. Just kind of hang out here until he gets done. Pretty productive day for us. We managed to harvest a field. The old man got another one plowed, and we got this one combined too. So now we'll see. We'll go in for dinner here in a little bit after we get done with this field, get everything put away, and hopefully me and the old man can start talking a little, open up a little bit of dialogue, and hopefully just kind of bury the hatchet a little bit and, you know, move forward instead of looking backwards. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll catch you when this field is done. Alright, well, the combining of that field is done. I'm going to pull the header trailer over real quick so that we can get this header put on, and we can start getting everything put away. You'll notice I did jump in the combine there real quick with the old man. Kind of talked about what's going to be happening in the next couple days. He does have to take a sample of those oats that he just took off the field up to the new ranch. Give them a sample so they can test it and see whether or not they want to keep using us. If they do want to stick with us, then the plan for that new field that we just bought is going to be oats as opposed to soybeans as originally thought. But for now, we gotta get everything put away. Yep, so the old man's he's gonna put the combine away, and I am gonna take care of the rest. So I will see you when everything is back in its proper place. So the old man said that the weather's supposed to be pretty nice over the next few days, and not to worry about putting the header in the shed. Just kind of park it in the back here. He doesn't want to deal with putting it away tonight, and he knows that it's been a long time since I've driven a tractor, and never really driven a trailer with the header this long. So he's fine with leaving it right here for tonight. Now we gotta go back and get the grain cart, put it in the truck, and then empty the truck into the silo, put the tractor away, put the grain cart away, put the truck away, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. I think then it'll be dinner time. So we'll run in and see what dinner is, and we'll go from there. Alright, there we go. Everything's put away for the night. Let's go see what we got going on in the house. Well, we had a good dinner. Just kind of hanging out here on the porch right now. Pops and I had some good conversation. We avoided the subject of everything that's happened in our past. Neither one of us right now are ready to talk about that. We're just kind of talking about plans for the future and where we want to, or where he wants to take this farm. Where he's been in the last couple of years. Just a little bit of catching up, but neither one of us were ready to address the issues in our relationship just yet. But for now, I'm just kind of hanging out here. Like I said, tomorrow he's got to take a sample of the oats that we just combined up to the ranch. I did notice he didn't have a small trailer out here to do that with, and what he said was it's been so long since he's had to do something like that, where somebody new moved in and wanted a small sample, that he didn't have any small trailers anymore, so he's going to borrow one from the neighbor. He already called up the neighbor first. He's going to drop it off first thing in the morning. I will probably ride with him up there, and just to meet the new businessmen up there at the ranch, and see what they're all about. Spend some time with the old man. I did want to show you something really cool. Check out this new app he has on a laptop. I believe it works on a PDA too, but check this out. So he's got this app that outlines everything about the whole area. So you see down here, field 5, 7, 9, and 10 are ours. If you click over, it can tell you what type of crops you got on there, the growth state that it's in. You can see the purple means that they were harvested. Those are the 2 fields that we combined today. Field 7 here is the one that he just purchased and plowed, and 9 is the one that we kind of talked about. He's not really sure what he wants to do with that one yet. Maybe some type of root crop, but we'll have to see. And flip over to the other tab. You can see field 10 here needs lime, so we'll take care of that in the morning. Field 7 is plowed now, so that one's ready to be planted. He's got a direct drill seeder, so there's no need to cultivate that. And then this one, field 5, doesn't need to be plowed just yet. It only has plowed every couple crops, so I'm not sure what his plan is. I think field 5 I think field 5 is going to go be the oat field for now, and 7 is going to be where soybeans go. He's grown oats in 5 before, so he knows how the soil is. 7, he wants to put another crop in there first, just to see how well it's going to work out. Should be pretty good, but we're gonna do that probably. Put oats in 5 and soybeans back in 7. So you can see up here's where the new ranch is going to be, and they got a couple stables and stuff up there supposedly. It's supposed to be a really nice equestrian center that's going in up there, so I'm going to ride with him in the morning and check that out. But until then, so the plan, just one more time, the plan for tomorrow is to plant field 5 with oats, possibly 7 with soybeans, and 10 we got to spread some lime and see what we're going to put in the ground over there. But we'll see where we get to from there, how far we get and all that stuff. He's only got the 1 seeder, so it might take a little while longer, but we will see how it goes. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This is my first attempt at a PC recording, so don't be too harsh down in the comments, but feel free to leave criticism. I can take it, I'm a big boy. But until next time, and next episode here in Montana, y'all have fun. Later.